Testing, 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 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we sound good on the mic. I ain't gonna be too long with it. First of all, welcome to the Mr. Allen's channel, YouTube channel / podcast. Hit the like, share the video. I'll repeat, hit the like and share the video. I need some subs, and since I got a new work schedule, I am willing and able to start streaming on the days that I'm available. I'm going to start streaming on Saturday and Sundays. Those will probably be my best days to stream. So please like and share, subscribe to the video. Please like the video. Likes are free, y'all. Just like the video. Or hit the thumbs down video. It don't matter. But I would appreciate if the only way to penetrate the algorithm, we have to hit the like button or the down button or the thumbs down button. But do something with the video. Another thing, subscribe to all my social media outlets. That includes Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as you see on the bottom of the banner. Please subscribe. And thank you in advance for those that might get the rescreen later. Please hit the like button as well, and subscribe to my social media accounts. First of all, how's everybody doing? There's a nice day in Detroit, Michigan today. I think we at 65 degrees, and all the foolishness and the shenanigans, let it begin, because they all out here today on this nice ass day. Yep, yes it is. It is a beautiful day, a beautiful Sunday. I know I'm a little late, but you got a part in that. Forgive me. I had to, run a few errands, wash the car, detail the car, get some gas, check on for some parts. The usual, running errands, pay a couple bills here and there. It happens. I try to be prompt with my content, but hey, better late than never. And we're here. And the title, which is on the thumbnail, it's time to pass the torch, or when do you know it's time to pass the torch? For starters, when do you know when it's time to pass the torch? Well, hell, when you cannot do the things you used to do no more. That's one key thing to know. Hey, it's time to pass the torch. Hey, let me take this off. Take this off right now. We're not. And it's another thing here. My stream, this video in particular, is not about dissing elderly people. Listen, I love my elderly people. I've been there for my elderly people. I took care of my grandparents at an early age. I know, I understand. I work in a field where I do take care of elderly people and disabled people. So I'm not trying to bash the old people or the elderly people. No, that's not what the stream is about. But the stream is about getting you to understand, hey, when it's your time, it's just your time to pass the torch. So let's leave it at that. This is not a diss. This is more so of a correction, because I'm getting older. I'm in my mid-30s, so guess what? I'm about to be the next old dude in line. So it's just certain things I want to address on this particular stream. And, it's nothing brutal. Well, I'm being brutally honest, but it's nothing being, disrespectful or defaming anyone in that manner. But it's just my humble views and opinions, Okay. When do you know when it's time to pass the torch? You can pass the torch. When do you know when it's time to pass the torch? For starters, I'll repeat again, I'll reiterate. When it's your time to go and you done everything you can to produce, and you just can't really produce no more. You just don't have it. You just don't. You're not half the man you used to be. or the woman you used to be. So you'll basically just say, you know what? Either I can retire or I can just sit down and enjoy the sunset. For all these old people, no disrespect. I give you a good example. For those that's working, you're working just like if I was a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old. Your body cannot sustain that much work. I mean, unless you done took hella care of yourself. But I mean, that's one in a few. I'm not saying that old people don't deserve to work. I'm just saying if you've done your time, you've done your time initially, you've done your time, and you paid your debt to society, you paid your debt in the working field where you can get that social security, you can enjoy that pension. And I get it. Some jobs that people work now doesn't have pensions. So I get it why people work, but if you're working a full-time job and you putting just as much as working overtime as the next person that's under you, and you deal with other things like health complications that can be detrimental to your health, those things could be a problem. You understand? Those things could be a problem. And and I know too many people that finally decide to retire. They finally decide to retire. Like you say, you know what? I'm done with it. I took my time with it. I'm done with it. And they roll over and die, man. They roll over and die, man. And I hate to say it like that, but people that I know personally. Oh, we got one view. That's good. That's a start. You got some people that basically died, man. Like died. And didn't even enjoy retirement. In other words, they basically spent their retirement either in a nursing home or in a hospital bed. And it's sad because you didn't get a chance to enjoy the rest of your golden years. You didn't enjoy the rest of your golden years with your grandchildren, let alone your retirement or just chilling with the wife. Some older people got wives that's been with them forever. You want to enjoy each other. You want to enjoy the company. You want to enjoy your golden years with your grandparents. That's the key. You don't want to work and work and work and work till you have nothing to show for it. And that's it. It's sad that our elderly are basically working till they're 70, 80 years old, 40 hours a week. How can you sustain that? I don't care how much money they're paying you. You cannot sustain that workload. It's going to catch up with you. So I get it. You might have bills that you haven't took care of, but at the same time, I'm at a point now, if I got to work till I'm down there 80 and I ain't got what I need to get, apparently it ain't meant for me to get it. It ain't meant for me to have, And I'm always saying health plus wealth. You gotta be healthy, man. You gotta be healthy. Oh, what's up, bro? Look at my brother here, man. What's up, man? Yeah, shout out to Martell Gaming Channel, man. Mac One. Hit him on the PS5. He does have a good gaming channel. Check him out, man. Check him out. Yeah, he got a good channel, man. Check him out. And I'm about to start my gaming channel, I'm about to start my gaming channel. I'm about to get back on the gaming scene. Since I'm about to have a little bit of time, why not, man? I'm about to get into this gaming stream. But yeah, we all have to. You gotta here's how I look at it. You got a beginning date, which is the day you're born, right? I was born in 85. And you got an expired date or ending date, right? An ending date, right? Which is the day you expire or the day you die. Not to be brutal or anything, but there's the days. What you do between your born date and your expiration date is your life. Do I want to spend majority of my years working? Yes. You got to work hard. Yes, you got to work. You got to do this, that, and the third to get to where you need to get to. Yes, you do. Hang on. Question for my two viewers. How do I sound on the mic? I got a new mic here, and I'm giving it a shot. This is the new Rode. What is this? The Rode. This is the Rode NT USB Mini. Somebody tell me how I sound on the sound right quick. Hit a 1 if you can hear me. So I'm just going off the dome here. I want people to make sure they can hear my voice. But like I was saying, you have an expiration date. The day you're born, in the very day you expire. Now, what you do between those times is on you. Yes, you're supposed to work hard to be successful. Yes, you want to do everything in your power to be successful in life, to not deal in felonious activities, to be a law-abiding citizen, or just be a citizen that pays his taxes, that pays his debt to society, that does what he has to do to be an outstanding adult. Thank you. Thank you. An outstanding adult. All I'm saying is, what are you going to have to show for when you reach those 70s and 80s, man? I'm not saying don't work all your life. I'm not saying that. People got to work. You don't work, you don't eat. I know that's a whole old cliche, but yeah, if you don't work, you don't eat. You got to work, you got to eat. But at the same time, don't you want to enjoy life? Or don't you want to just work and work? And what it is, I know people. My grandfather worked hard. My great-grandfather worked hard, man. They didn't get a chance to even enjoy those times, man, with their family, man. It was times when my great-grandfather would work. Well, my grandfather per se would work at night, man. He worked at night, majority of nights, just to be around his kids. My grandfather was able to enjoy his retirement. Excuse me. It was a short period of time that he enjoyed his retirement, but he enjoyed his retirement. My grandfather, he enjoyed retirement. He had a pension. He was able to do all that, to get Social Security and all that stuff. My grandfather had multiple streams of income. It's just when it's your time, man. I'm not saying, hey, sit in the house all day and roll over and die. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying enjoy life. Make a bucket list. It sounds cliche, but make a bucket list. Do some things that you wanted to do before you roll over in your grave. Do some things before. I sound kind of harsh. Do some things before you expire. Live your life, man. Live your life. And, that's pretty much what I'm putting there for the elderly people that's constantly working. That's just one perspective there. Now, here's the other perspective, right? The other perspective is you got I hate to diss the boomers. I respect a lot of the boomers that's still out here trying to play the dating game, that's still out here trying to buy all the fancy cars. They basically competing with cats my age and younger, man. Dude, you did your time, man. It's okay for you just to chill out, man, and sit down, man. It's okay. You got guys out here still old cats that still want to drive Chargers, that still want to drive Challengers, just old cats, man. All these sports cars, man. I get it, man. But just to get a young piece of ass, that's what we doing, you know. Oh man, except that young buck. I got this. I got this. No, man. That's what it is. You embarrassing yourself, man. Cause ain't no chick, any chick gonna deal with you because you a man. She gonna deal with you because you an old man and you probably got money. You could be their sugar daddy. You could be their sugar daddy. And that's probably what you want to do. But do you want to waste your golden years tricking on females? Or you want to lay a foundation, or you want to lay some generational wealth for your grandkids? Some elderly people, wait a minute, some elderly people that pass away, excuse my vernacular when I say this, they don't leave they people shit. They don't leave their kids shit. They don't leave their grandkids shit. They don't leave them anything. Nothing in the life insurance policy, nothing in the trust, none of that. Why? Because they was too busy chasing woo on the job. They were too busy when they did finally retire. They wanted to chill out and hang out, man, instead of saying, you know what? Or you know what? Maybe I don't need to be out here being foolish with my money. Maybe I need to be planning a wealth phase or beginning wealth phase for my future grandchildren so they can have a leg in society. See, we don't think like that, man. We don't think about that, man. We look at things as a now, instant gratification, man. And it's sad because our elders and our old people that's still out here in these streets, being fools instead of laying the foundation, man. That's why I'm very, very, very like disappointed, man. Like I hate it, man. Like my God bless my grandparents, man. They didn't leave my mama with shit, man. They ain't leave my mama with shit. I hate to be like that. My grandfather, he was a World War II vet, so he had a little picture, and they was able to bury him because he served the military. He served the war of World War II. My grandma didn't have no insurance, man. My grandma didn't have no insurance, bro. My mama and my uncle had to bury them out of their pocket, man. Even my great grandparents, she didn't have insurance either. Why? Because we didn't distill those principles in our family, man. We all thought we was gonna live forever, instead of coming up with a contingency plan to keep the family in hold. See, we didn't do that, man. We didn't do that, man. All we did was parlay. We ate dinner, but we never said, you know what, let's put this aside. Let's get our arrangements. Let's make arrangements so in case something does happen to me, I got something to give back to whoever's behind me, whether it's my daughter, whether it's my grandchildren. I always want them to have something, whether it's a life insurance policy, whether it's a trust, something that you can use so you won't always be behind the 8 ball. This is what I thought you worked for. I didn't think older people still work for instant gratification, just to be seen, or just for likes and shits and giggles. So my thing was, I look at things totally different now. Because if I do decide to have children, I'm going to instill those principles to my children. I'm going to pass the torch, like the title of the video say. I don't have no problem passing the torch. Not saying I don't want children or nothing like that. I do want a legacy of my own. It just, well, that's another subject for another video. But eventually, yeah, I'm in my mid-30s. Eventually, I'm going to be 50-something. Eventually, I'm not going to be able to do the things I'm doing now. Hopefully, during that time, I'll move on to bigger and better things. That's what I'm working for. That's what my goals are, or I'm driving for. I'm using that drive to get there, to be successful, not just and we got to understand another thing with this success crap. What we see on television, what we see on these movies, what we see with these athletes, you ain't got to be an athlete to be successful. You ain't got to be a movie star to be successful. And we got to stop putting that or painting that narrative to our people behind us. The people that's coming under us, we got to tell them, hey, you ain't got to necessarily be an athlete to make it out here. You ain't got to necessarily be an athlete to be a millionaire. And we gotta preach those principles, because if that's the case, then we're never gonna get nowhere. We need to tell them, hey, get educated, stay more educated. I was told, man, if you have a kid, you're supposed to raise your kid to be better than you. Yeah, I left a standard for him, but I want him to leave an even better standard for his kids. That's how you keep the foundation going. But we don't have that because the boomer society basically failed us, man. Now, not all boomers. All boomers didn't. All boomers are educated. All boomers was trying to teach them the basics, just life. I come from an era where we weren't taught taxes. We weren't taught what credit is. I didn't learn all that crap, man, so I got in my mid-20s, man. Our elders are not teaching those basic principles, those basic understandings. When I went to school, my dumb ass had credit cards and wound up getting sued. But if I knew better, they would have told me, man, don't get a credit card. Get one credit card. Man, don't try to get all these card notes and stuff. See, we weren't taught we was taught to get credit, but we weren't taught how to use it. And that's the problem, man. Hit the like button for those that came through the stream. I appreciate it. Just hit the like button. Likes are free, y'all. Hit the like button. I'm not going to be too long with it. I'm going to just a couple more things, because our elders are failing. It's to the point now, our elders and people that we look up to as an elder that could give you advice are still out here competing. We got, and yeah, I'm going there. You got our females, our female sisters and our elderly competing with each other. We got women that's in their 40s, 50s, trying to get young men instead of telling their daughters, hey, you want something better. Don't be like me. Be better. Be more feminine. Be more respectful. We're not telling women don't get an education. We want everybody to get educated. We want everybody to have some depth of knowledge. It's just, it's just and our women, I'm speaking for women in our culture, they're competing with their daughters. They're going to the club with their daughters. They still shaking their behind and twerking on videos and social media instead of being an example for their daughters and their grandchildren, and they're mimicking in that. And all you're doing is passing the damn cycle. This is why the torch can't be passed, because we're too busy competing. My mama, your grandparents. This is what women are we creating. We creating these toxic ass women and these toxic ass vibes and these toxic ass standards. And now that it's blowing up in their face, you got You got chicks now taking their aunties to the club, man. To the club. Now I get it. You want to throw your grandma a birthday party? Fine. I threw my mom's a birthday party before. But that's a difference. You got them going in the club, waiting in line just to compete. And don't nobody get this. Don't nobody get it. And I just think it's ridiculous, man, that we are. And I just think it's ridiculous that we all out here trying to compete with each other instead of making a better way from each other, man. Excuse the noise. And that's ridiculous, man. That is sad and that's disgusting, man. We have to do better for our children and our grandchildren. And my question is this: are we ever gonna pass the torch? I'll wait. Is we gonna pass the torch? Or our mothers and our grandmothers gonna still take selfies with their ass out? Are we? Because this is what we preaching here. This is what we feeding down our children's throat, thinking it's okay to go on social media, show your ass, and get likes and giggles instead of being a respected young lady or respected adult. Be respectful. It's okay to have class. It's okay to show some meekness, some humbleness. It's okay. Instead of being a damn fool. And that's why we suck in society, man. That's why we low on everything, man. Because we too busy chasing that instant gratification. Even our elders, they know it. They still want instant gratification, man. They still want be gratitude just to be here. Well, if you can do better, show me. And they just not giving us the answers. They just not giving us proper examples, man. And it's disgusts me sometimes, man. It angers me that I see chicks my mama age showing they damn ass, man. It angers me, man. It really do, man. It really pisses me off, man. Hold on. So we see it in our media. We see it on the TV. We see it on the big screen. We see it everywhere you can think of. The sitcoms, the movies, the short films, you think of it. We still think our older people, our older mommies, still think they can complete. They still think they can compete. They still think that they can do what they want to do. And I hate to say it, the time has passed. It's over. Time is over, man. You know, it comes a time in your life where you got to say, you know what? I don't need to be doing this crap no more. I don't need to be doing things for shits and giggles and instant gratification and clout. I'm 50 some years old. What the hell I need clout for? And you got women that's on this social media, on this YouTube. I'm not gonna say no names. But they still out here. They still out here being a damn fool. They the ones telling you I don't need no man. And they lonely. They're lonely. They preaching to these young chicks that they don't need no man. I can do bad by myself. I'm better than you. How? You better than me, but you in a hotel resort by yourself. It's crazy because it put people's in a delusional state. I don't get it, man. Like I said, bottom line, when is it time to pass the torch? We passed now. We should have passed that damn torch 10, 15 years ago. We should have been a better example for our daughters, for our sons. Now we're in a position where we got to learn everything on the fly. We got to learn how to actually be civilized adults. Why? Because the torch wasn't passed and the principles weren't instilled and core values to each other. No, it wasn't. Because mama need love too. Daddy still want to be in the club. Instead of daddy being at home working on plans for generational wealth. Like I said, I don't have no problem. With people living their best life if they earned it. Yes, you work hard, you earned it. You work hard, yes, you deserve to go on that trip. You work hard and you a legitimate tax paying citizen, yes, you do. No, I'm not saying work your ass off till you die, but that's what people are doing. People are either they're doing stuff for free clout and instant gratification, or they're working just to die, man. They're not leaving nothing behind. And we're basically figuring this shit out for ourselves. This stream was meant to be done. I meant to do this stream last week, but I didn't have the time. You got your boy on the. If you look at the thumbnail, you got Willie Sweet, you know what, Brown. He molded Kamala. Excuse the noise. I was refrigerator. He molded her to basically, rising to the top. And yet still, she's putting you dumb Negroes in jail for weed offenses for life. And when we look at now, 10 years later, weed is basically legal. Maybe not on a federal level, but it's legal on a state level now. You got politicians that basically didn't do anything for the community, didn't do anything for the natives and the citizens of the city or whatever city you from. But embezzled money and slept with their secretaries. That's why you look at these politicians, man. You put them in office, or they put them in office, and there's nothing being done. Or they wait till it's time for re-election to do a few things for its citizens just to get re-elected. It's to the point that what are you voting for if you're not getting nothing for your vote? Or you're not lobbying or investing. So you invested in these old guys, and they yet and still they tearing the city apart. They tearing your city apart. Your neighborhoods is running up the crap. They gentrifying everything. And you pay taxes. So you're like, damn, I'm paying city taxes, state taxes. Where are all my tax money going to? Where are your tax money going to? But I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Excuse me. It's just, where do you pass the torch? I'm just saying, it's people like me, it's other famous YouTubers that's out here that's basically giving you the game and telling what you need to do. And unfortunately, our elders and the people behind us, even the Gen Xers, are not. You're not getting the information that you need. A lot of them are, but some of them ain't. Some of them just stuck in their ways where they don't even know how to give out the information. You know, we at a point now where damn, everything else is on your fingertips. Everything else is on your fingertips. I just hope, well, maybe our generation and the generation behind the Z's, the millennials and the Z's behind us can turn this thing around. And we might have to go a different way with this, man. As far as relocating and dealing with I'm just gonna say dealing with different things that have similar values than what you've been given. You know, it's not enough men or strong men that's out here preaching these principles, that's giving you these type of morals and values that you need to not only survive but to instill to your legacy. There's no torch passing. You know, there's no torch passing. The torch is not being passed, or it's not being passed correctly. So I just wish, my only wish is we gotta learn how to pass more. We gotta find a way to get more generational wealth to the people behind us. I may not be rich, I may not get to be rich, but damn it, I can pass something to my future generation that they can use to build that next level. Instead of us complaining. Because what do we know if the generation behind us is not showing us things? So I'm not saying they're not. And I'm not saying nobody owes us anything. Nobody owes you shit. Let's get that clear. Nobody owes you a damn thing. But where it's at a point now, we're just gonna start taking it. Excuse me. We're gonna start taking it. We're just gonna start taking it. You know, we're not gonna keep, going back and forth. We're not gonna keep just taking this. We're just gonna go ahead and take it, and we're just gonna take our spot in the mantle where we the. I guess we gonna becoming the new OGs, man. I guess we gonna be the new elders, because they not gonna hear what we want. They don't want to hear what we got to say, man. You know, some say we were spoiled. We probably was spoiled. Some kids were spoiled to a degree. Look at Kerry Franklin's son, for example. I mean, I wasn't going to really address it, but yeah, he had a kid by another woman, another marriage. But at the end of the day, Kirk Franklin did his best to be a father to him. And I wasn't going to really address it, but his son is beta for that. You're going to record a conversation with your father, and all he was telling you was to man up. Dude, you 33 years old. And I get it. Maybe Kirk Franklin wasn't there like he's supposed to have been there. But the man was married to another wife. The man had other children. Things happened. The man did his best to take care of him. The man put his son in a position where he didn't have to want for shit. But at the same time, it's up to you to produce your own generation, man. Be a man. Take the best foot forward. So no. I'm down for constructive criticism. I'm my worst critic. This probably ain't my best video, but at least I took time out of my busy schedule to even address the issue. And I'm probably going to get better at it. I'm going to get better. But it's all learning. I guess it's back to the drawing board. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Thanks for those that showed up. Hit the like on the video. Share the video. Likes are free. If you're going to come in and watch the video, hit the like button, hit the thumbs down button, but hit a button. You know, I'm learning this new thing. I'm learning the StreamYard thing. I'm learning how to broaden my audience. I'm supposed to be doing a sports podcast with Mr. Chase another hour. He haven't hit me back yet, so we probably schedule for another day. But I did want to do a little Sportscast podcast because we got a lot of things to talk about. The state of the Lions, the state of the Pistons. It's been a lot of crazy trades going. You know, Stafford is not. It's not with the Lions no more. He just touched down in LA like a couple of days ago. They just did a press conference. And I think Galladay is I know Jones, I think Marvin Jones, MJ, he's going to Jacksonville. And I think Galladay, Mr. Kenny Galladay, went to the G-Man. He went to the Giants. So I would like to get his perspective on the future of Detroit sports, you know. I call it a little baseball. Lions looking decent. Not the Lions, the Tigers, excuse me. Tigers is looking decent. You know, they're looking decent. You know, we'll start talking to me after All-Star break when I see a pattern here, you know. But they are starting to branch off young. They're starting to get their young troops, their young draft picks pay too, you know, just like the Pistons. You know, they got rid of Blake. They bought Blake out. Blake is I think he's in Brooklyn, and D Rose with the New York. They got rid of both of them. They both took it to both New York teams. But, you know, maybe the Pistons could tink the win. You know. And then after the tournament, the NCAA tournament, I'm still going with Michigan. I think I see Michigan in the Final Four in the championship game. I think I see that. I think I see that happening. You know, I think Michigan will be back in the title game. Now, will they win? Who knows? Hopefully. I want them to go all the way. But I do see them at least in the Final Four of the championship game. And, you know, maybe y'all could ask me, you know, on social media who you think gonna win the tournament, but I got Michigan on the way. You know, Gonzaga is overrated, and they had a weak conference, and that's why they was able to go undefeated like that. That's my opinion. You got a problem with it? I'll put the link in there. We'll do a stream. You can debate me on it. But I'm not gonna share the link. Maybe next time I do a live stream, we'll do a link. Before I go, I got a couple things coming down the pipe. Shout out to K Butter. He's a new YouTuber. Shout out to K Butter. He's from Detroit. And we're gonna do a podcast together, you know, sharing our experiences. I think I put the link in the description, but although I put my link in the description and my link to my backup channel, please subscribe to both links. That's in the description box as well. Please. I ask. You know, a subscription is free and a like is free. We're going to do a podcast, me and K Butter. You know, we both went to the same high school. We both got two different experiences. He's a Gen Xer. He got me about 10 years. And he has stayed on the east side and the west side. he can give you both experience on growing up on those areas. I can only give experience of my experience of being on the east side and working on the west side. And the women I've dated on the west side, because majority of the women I've dated was been on the west side. I've had a few east siders. You know, my fiance was an east sider, but the most majority of women I've dated or even physically involved with has been on the west side. And we're gonna do a podcast. It's gonna be called the DOA podcast. No, excuse me, the AOD podcast, Adventures of the D podcast. We give our views and perspectives of current events in the city or in the state of Michigan, and we both share our past experiences of being in Detroit, the good and the bad, you know. So, you know, tune in for that. We definitely gonna get started. We're probably gonna get that started next week, you know. And I'm about to do a gaming channel. I'm about to start me and my brother here, Mr. Martell One. You know, thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. We about to do a gaming channel together. I'm about to do my own gaming channel. I got the PS5. I got the 2K21. I'm looking at it right now. We just got it. So we're going to start streaming, man. We're going to start recording, playing the game online, man. We're going to start getting it. So please stay tuned for that. And it looked like my mouse has just died. Ah, darn it. I'll just get another battery. It's nothing. But yeah, stay tuned for that. That's coming down the pipeline. We definitely gonna get more in depth with that. And I'm definitely about to expand my content, you know, with the sports podcast. Cause I was gonna do a sports video. I was gonna do double duty. I was just gonna do a solo live stream with me addressing the elders and what's the problem here and why they can't pass the torch, which I'm doing that now. I'm about to end that. You know, I basically just gave my views and concerns about why the older people don't want to pass the torch, man. But I appreciate it, you know. Everybody coming by and stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing some more pre-recorded videos. And I'm gonna get back on the pre-recorded thing too. I'm probably gonna do the Fresh Out of Work Chronicles. You know, instead of the Fresh Out of Work series, I'll probably just do the Fresh Out of Work Chronicles where I get off work and I just do a pre-recorded video on, you know, social, current events, political, and religious views on things, whether it's dating or my view on anything, sports or whatever. I'll try to adjust it in a pre-recorded video, you know, while I get in my car and I come home from work and we take a ride with me and I get more in depth with what's going on in the world today. As far as, you know, CV-19 and things of that nature and current events. You know, stay tuned for that. You know. All right. I'm getting all these notifications, so excuse that. You know. Once again, thanks for the 3 people that showed up. You know, hope you hit the like button. Thanks for subscribing. And people that come to watch the restream. You know. Oh, one more thing. I haven't forgot about doing the mental health series part 2. I want to say April. I'm going to try to be very, very strategic and very, very, very professional with that content because I want to pull up statistical data. I want to pull up, you know, more videos. I got another screen now, so I'm able to show my screen. We got to talk about this mental health series and what's being done and what's not being done. So stay tuned for that. I want everybody to tune in because that might be one of my best work videos as far as a stream. Because I'm gonna be more organized and be more direct and give out, you know, statistical data and just give my analytical views on why is the mental health status the way it is. Because the mental health status is messed up, man. You know, And here's another thing I'm gonna leave y'all with. They removing all the shelters from downtown Detroit. You don't see too many shelters downtown, like Cass, like 3rd Street and stuff like that. They slowly removing those things. So where do people go? Now you're gonna see a very crux of people literally living outside, sleeping on the benches, sleeping on construction sites. So, but peace, everybody. Thanks for coming through. Whoever did, hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm going to end this broadcast. Peace, deuces, and subscribe to my man K Butter channel. AOD channel is coming soon. That's going to be a classic. I'm out of here. Peace and blessings. May God bless you. I'm out of here. Deuces. 100.